Good evening, good evening. How's everybody doing on this wonderful Sunday evening today? Hope you guys are working on or doing something fun, or working on your projects, or whatever you do on your Sunday evenings. It's up in the air for me. There's no telling what I'll be doing. Cutting grass, doing something that's HVAC related, working on cars in the shop, you name it. So just wanted to basically do a little video on this, and I've been meaning to do it. And when I actually did this on Jasmine's car, and I come to realize that how important this is, and I felt like sharing this with you guys because I think a lot of y'all need to know this too, that probably have no idea or just overlook it. So what we're doing today, we're removing the cowl and the cowl covers so we can clean the cowl out. Now, as a lot of people know, some don't know, the cowl is located right here. This is your cowl, right? That's your cowl. All right, so a lot of people may not know this, but this cowl actually has two drain holes, right? Got drain holes in each corner. So you got a drain hole up under this. It's down there in the back corner, and over here it's down here in the back corner. Once you take these covers off, you'll be able to see them. So if you guys want to take this cowl off, of course, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 screws. 5 of those screws are actually going to be this bad boy right here, which is a, let me flip it around so y'all can see. I don't know how good this is going to focus, but for those who can't really make that out, this is a T15. So this is a Torx number 15, outverted male Torx number 15. So it's going to be T-15, and that's what you want to use to take out 5 of those 7 screws I just counted out on the cowl. The other 2 screws are just your simple Phillips head screwdriver screws. They're just Phillips head screws, and you remove those. But of course, before that, you have to remove the little screw caps. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. These screw caps, depending on how long they've been on there, they can be a royal pain in the ass to take off. So I'm just gonna warn everybody. Your windshield wiper arms here, which I've taken those off as well. Those are going to be 2 14mm nuts. So you'll have 5 T15 Torx, number 15 Torx screws. You'll have 5 number 15 Torx screws. You'll have 2 Phillips head screws like that. These are the 2 Phillips head screws that are going to be on the very ends of the cowl. And these are the 5. These are going to be your 5 screws between the 2 Phillips head screws. So basically, you have a Phillips head screw right there, and then you'll have a Phillips head screw right here, right there. So those 2 spots, and then the little small circles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are going to be your Torx, your number 15 Torx screws. All right, so now that we've covered that, and again, yes, these caps can be a pain in the butt to remove. So the way you have to remove them, you have to take like a small flathead screwdriver, right? And get either on the top, the bottom, or one of the sides. It just depends on how the cap snaps in, and I'll show y'all that too. These caps snap in different ways. Like you see, that one's got slots on the sides. And then this one actually has slots. Hold on, let me get this camera right. This one actually has slots on the bottom and on the top. So the ones that have the slots on the bottom and the top, to remove it, you got to get your screwdriver in the side, either the right side or the left side. And then of course the ones that have the slots on the sides, you're gonna have to get them from the top or the bottom. So put your screwdriver here or here. So, and on these, like I say, up and down is going to be either right or left to pry it off. And then the ones that's got the slots on the sides is going to be top or bottom. So Just want to let you guys know that. It's kind of important so that way you don't destroy the cap. As you can see, I was digging into my cowl a little bit trying to get them caps off. I'm telling you, they can be a pain in the butt. The easiest ones to get off are the ones on the end right there that actually take the Phillips head screwdriver screw. Them two right there are the easiest ones to get to. So yeah, they're the easiest, unfortunately. So what we're gonna do here now, I'm gonna remove this cowl so I can show you what else you need to take off so you can cowl cover, so you can fully access the cowl area to clean it out. So check it out. All right, so we're gonna pop him up. Oh, let me see, hold on. I haven't had him off in so long. Oh, let's see if I can get down this way. There we go. Get that bad boy out of the way. And be careful, these things are old. You don't want to split, break, crack these, because they're hard to get your hands on in good shape. I mean, you might find a good one at the junkyard. It may look good, but then you go to install this thing, or you go to take it off, and it just break right off in your hands. So you got to be really careful. And then, of course, your mount places. Make sure all your screw mounts are intact still. Nothing should be like straight through or anything like that. See, all mine are still intact. So, which is lucky, because you really don't see a lot of these in this kind of shape. You see how you got the little screws, just big enough for the screw holes. You know, that way it holds the cowl down. The cowl's not flapping in the wind and all that crap. So, you know, just be careful with these when you take them off of your own vehicle or one in the junkyard, because like I said, these are very, very hard to get your hands on now, in good shape, and that are not dry rotted and dried out. So, all right, so let me put this hood back up. Okay, so see all that? Look at all that. Look at all that dirt, stuff like that. This right here is what clogs your drain holes in your cowl area, right? So yeah, all that dirt and stuff like that will clog up your drain holes, and your drain holes are down there. Now look at all that stuff in that drain hole. Now how is water supposed to get, you know, how's water supposed to escape from there? It can't. So, you know, what ends up happening is, this one, look at that one's nasty too. You know, so what ends up happening is your water will puddle up in this area, and then it'll go in places it's not supposed to go because it has nowhere else to go. And then that's when rust forms. And then you have, you know, and then whatever area it decides to run down in, or where it goes, it's going to rot it out. So this cowl is very important to keep clean. So you don't want any issues with water drainage on any of these cars, or any car for that matter. Like when you have sunroofs, sunroof drains and stuff like that, you know, sometimes you got sunroof drains that get clogged. You got 4 sunroof drains, so you have 4 sunroof drains on each corner. So you have 2 on the back and 2 on the front. Sometimes if a car's been sitting for a while, even if a car's been driven all the time, if it's parked under a tree, what happens is that trash and that debris can go down in the sunroof tray, get inside of those sunroof drains and clog them up. And guess what? It'll actually back the water up, and the water will set in the tray, and it'll keep backing the water up when you're like on rainy days where it's supposed to drain out. That water will continue to back up, and guess what? It's going to run out into the headliner inside the car. I've had the one on my SHO actually leak on the backside. It ran out of the tray, down the headliner, down the B pillar, or the rear pillar on the back. I can't remember which one that's called. I'm used to the A and the B pillar. The C pillar. We're going to call it the C pillar. So it ran down the C pillar, down the back side of my seat, underneath my seat, and then got down in the carpet and the back floorboard. So I had to fix that. I had to pull the whole headliner down, fix the tube, blow the tube out, clean them out, make sure all they were clean. So those that have Escort GTs, LXs, ZX2s, whatever you have that's got a sunroof, make sure you clean and keep the sunroof drains clear, because if you don't, you're going to have some issues. But this cowl is very important because, like I said, it can actually trap water, and it can cause, you know, the cowl area to rot, like behind your fenders, stuff like that, underneath the windshield, stuff like that, like where the windshield mounts and stuff like that. That water can puddle up, and it can hold it, like on rainy days and stuff like that, and you don't know it until like a hot day where the water just finally dries out from the hot sun. And then, you know, one day, you next thing you know, you got a leak around the windshield on the bottom, or, you know, you pulling the fender off and find, you know, you got, you know, behind the fender, the structure is rotted because of that, you know, because of this right here, because of all that dirt. See that? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove these, and then of course I'm gonna move this one. These are just down by little pop tabs. Where are they at? Yeah, the pop tabs, like right here, right here. There's one over here, and there's one right there. So there should be 1, 2, 3. It's like four on this particular one here. There's 4 pop tabs on that particular cover there, and you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold on, move this, and 5 on this cover. So just basically want to jump on real quick, guys. And you know, of course, this is a 2nd generation Escort GT. That's Donatello. Say hi, Donatello. But yeah, it's a 2nd gen Escort GT cowl removal. I did this on Jasmine's slush box before we went down to before we went down to Ford Nationals, and cleaned it up real good. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna do all my cars this way. So starting on this one today, get this one knocked out, and then you know, do whichever one else I need to do. But I wanted to jump on and share this with you guys, because this is very important. You want to keep the kit, you want to keep underneath your cowl clean. We don't really realize what is underneath these cowls until we pull it off and we go, damn, how long has that been there? You know what I'm saying? And by that time, it starts doing damage to the body structure and starts eating them up. So we want to try to keep these cars as neat, clean, and you know, keep them from rusting as much as we can, because you know, these cars are 30+ years old, so you know, and they're getting hard to find in good shape. You know, some of them are rotted and rusted depending on the area that they're in. We've been very fortunate. The Escorts that we have, if any of them have a little rust, they ain't got a whole lot. You know, it's not nothing that can't be addressed. So Donatello here has no rust at all in him at all. I've had this car since 2008, and a buddy of mine owned this car before I did, and he took good care of it, and I took over it, and I'm taking care of it now. So so yeah, this car's been around for a long time. Actually, he bought this car brand new in 1995. So so yeah, crazy. This car had 1412s in it or 1212s, I can't remember, in a freaking wall. And yeah, man, I never forget that. This thing was loud. But anyway, yeah, just wanted to show you guys this. If you have any questions, please feel free to message me on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Just let me know if you guys got any questions on how to remove the cowl, how to remove the pieces on the cowl and stuff like that. I'm going to basically take all this loose. I'm basically going to take those plastic pieces I just showed you. I'm going to take those off, and I'm going to vacuum all that stuff that's on top, and then I'm going to actually go clean down in here, this area here. Let's see if you can look down there. Look at that. Oh, I just had a whole handful. Look, stuff all down in there, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't really grab a whole lot. Actually, hold on. Look, see that? There you go. And that stuff just sits down in there, and that kind of debris and stuff will hold water. So when it holds water, guess what? It's laying against the metal, and after a while, the protective coating on the metal and stuff will come off, stuff like that. And then, you know, whatever they got down there, primer or paint, and after a while, that water will eat that paint away. After this debris and stuff has been on it for a while, for several years, and it'll start eating away at it. And next thing you know, you got a hole somewhere, and you got water on your feet. So you don't want that to happen. So, and also, while I'm thinking about this, right, the doors have, I think, 4 or 5 drain holes at the bottom, right? So make sure that the drain holes at the bottom of your door are not clogged as well, because guess what? If those drain holes get clogged in the door will rot out. I've seen this happen before. All right, so I'm gonna show y'all real quick. Oh, well, hold on. There we go. Set the alarm off in the old Taurus. My bad. So real quick too, this is for anybody, young or old. This here is a little knee pad I made, man. So when you're kneeling down on the ground, get you something to kneel on. Don't kneel on this hard ground, man. You mess around and catch a rock in your knee, middle of your knee. That's not gonna feel good. And not only is it gonna feel good, not only is it not gonna feel good, but you'll be going to the damn emergency room because your knee's all jacked up, you know, and because you want to just be tough guy and kneel down on this nasty hard ground or concrete or asphalt or whatever it may be, man. Get you a knee pad. I spent about 16 years in the construction field, okay? This right here will save your knees. This thing will make your knees live until if you live to be 100, your knees will be 100% like they were when you were younger. So get you some type of kneeling pad or something like that to keep your knees right. You gotta have your knees, especially you guys that are driving these 5-speeds like myself, and I race a 5-speed, so I got my knees, my legs, and all that stuff. I gotta keep that stuff right, man. I can't afford to have, you know, busted up knees and shit like that. And I'm trying to drive a 5-speed or work on these cars or do what I gotta do. So just a little word of advice, man, from a guy that'll be 44 this year. Yeah, listen at me. I'm getting old. I can't remember my own fucking age. But yeah, you know, I'll be 44 this year. So guys, keep something. I mean, this thing is a little rough. I gotta redo it, but I mean, it's been saving me for years. You know, so I use this thing all the time when I'm kneeling down, if I'm up under the dash of a car or whatever. So real quick, now that I've gotten that out the way, so get you a knee pad. So there's one of your drain holes for your door. There's one of your drain holes for your water. I don't know if I can find another one. It's kind of dark under here. There's one right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. But yeah, that's about one. Let me see. Got one there. Okay, yeah, you got one there. So that's 2, 3, and 4. Wait, 4. Yeah, there's 4 right there. And look like you got, I don't know if that's a drain hole or not. If that's a bumper. It might be yeah, that's like a little bumper. It ain't no drain hole. It's like a little bumper. It might be a, well, no, that is a drain hole. Okay. So you got like, yeah, it's one right here. Sorry guys, it's kind of hard to see because it's getting dark out here. But that drain hole is right there near the front of the door. So like I said, if you crawl up under your door and you look, you'll see them. I mean, they ain't hard. They're not hard to see at all. You know, there's one there, like I said. So you got like 5 of them. Yeah, you got like 5 of these things. You know, so make sure. Oh, all right. Let me get my butt up. So make sure you keep those door drains clear too, because if you do not keep those door drains clear, I have something in my camera. Sorry, y'all. What's going to happen is that door is going to trap water, and next thing you know, you're going to have a door with a rotted bottom, and you're going to not know why it's rotted out. So if you can see, mine were clean, so I try to keep mine clean as much as possible. So any type of water drain source on your car, on your Escort GT, Escort LX, a ZX2, or any other car you may have, make sure all your drain holes are clear and clean and don't have any kind of debris or dirt in them, because if they do, you're going to be in some trouble, because you're going to have a problem with that area starting to rot now, because there's nowhere for the water to go and it just sits there. If you guys, you don't believe me, look at some of the stuff that sits outside and the rain just continues to get on it and stay on it, and like always wet, stuff like that. It'll deteriorate it in a heartbeat. So water is good for us, but it also can, you know, tear up some metal and eat up some stuff too. So yeah, guys, I just want to get on real quick and share this with y'all. You know, but like I said, man, try to keep all your water sources clean and clear on your car. And if you got any drain holes anywhere in the hatch, in the doors, in the front cowl, make sure they're clear. In the sunroof, make sure they're clean and clear. And you know, you don't have any problem with it draining out, draining away from the car. And usually your water will come out right in here. That's for the cowl, your sunroof. Of course, the doors, your water just come out right here along the bottom of the door line. But for your sunroofs and your cowls, you'll see the water come out right here. And for the door, you'll see it come out along that line right there. So just make sure you keep those water drains clean, and that way we don't have any problem with the car rotting and rusting and stuff like that. And then you're like, why is it rusting right here? I don't understand. It's because you got drains and stuff there. A lot of people don't know this. A lot of people do and just, you know, don't think about it, like myself. I mean, I totally, if I hadn't had to take the cowl and stuff apart on Jasmine's car, I probably wouldn't even thought about cleaning hers out, you know, because our cars do sit outside in the weather. But, you know, we got covers for them. But this is before we got covers for them, you know. And of course, you know, the rain and the trees with the pine needles and all that stuff would just get all on the car and run down right in that cowl and just puddle up, and that's what you had. So thanks, guys, for watching. And like I said, if anybody's got any questions, feel free to message me on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. I'll be glad to answer any questions about this video right here, or any other questions you may have about an Escort from 81 to 2003. So I've had my hands in just about all of them. So mostly first and second gen, but third gen as well. You know, so probably not as much as first and second gen, but I mean, I've worked on enough of them to pretty much know some of them almost operate damn near the same. You know, so but thanks, guys, for watching. I'm gonna get on this thing and get this thing cleaned up before it gets too dark out here. As you can see, you know, I'm running out of sunlight. So yeah. So all right, guys, well, this is going to conclude this video. And like I said, if anybody's got any questions, please feel free to message me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, and I will answer any question I can. If I don't have the answer, I can get it for you. So all right, guys, y'all enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening, and I'm gonna get started on this car. Peace out. Later.